Hey guys, I am so excited to talk to you about sponsoring and overcoming objections for ladies that are kind of coming to your life who need Premiere. And so I have my handy dandy notes here on my phone, so I just want to share with you how you can overcome those objections, because when you become a master at overcoming objections, you are going to be a master sponsor. Alright, so the first thing is you have to know the need of the lady that you are talking to about Premiere. So what is her need? If you're not listening during your opportunity presentation, and you're not listening to that potential jeweler, what she needs, maybe she needs $200 a month, maybe she needs $1,000 a month, maybe her kids are driving her crazy and she wants to get out of the house, maybe she just wants something to do for the summer to add a little income, maybe she's a teacher and she just needs something fun to do to add some money to her family's budget. So you have to listen to that need. That's number one whenever you're talking about overcoming objections, because eventually her need will override her objection for her, and you won't have to totally convince her because she'll convince herself that she needs Premiere. Okay, so in my mind there are four, in my experience, there are four big objections that women have whenever they think about starting as a jewelry lady. So the first one is not enough time. They will say, I am so busy. I don't have time to go out and do a jewelry party. I don't know how this would fit into my life. And so what I love for women to do is to bring me their calendar. Maybe it's on their phone, or maybe they're like me and they need old-fashioned pen and paper. And so you can sit down with them, look at their calendar, and help them figure out where Premiere would fit into their life. So maybe for them, they are a full-time working mom and they only have 2 nights a month that they can get out of their house. This is super important for you to be able to see where Premiere would actually fit into their life, because they need about 4 hours, remember, to go and do a party and come back home. And so you're going to need to figure out where that would fit for them. Also, whenever you have their calendar and you're going through that with them, they can take that back to maybe their kids or their husband, and they can talk through what that will look like for their family, because this will change some things for their family. And so it's important for you to help them see how that would affect their family life and also their calendar. And so have them bring their calendar with them. If they don't have it, you can print off. I have a little calendar that I can send to Lacey and make sure I'll post it on the Rockstar page. But it's just a generic paper calendar, so you can bring that with you to an OP and you can have them go through that and just have them tell you what their life looks like during the week and where they can fit Premiere in, because they might be someone who doesn't have kids but they work full-time, and they may be able to do just a few Saturday morning shows a month. So know how to get creative and how to put Premiere in someone's calendar for them. Okay, the next thing is going to be money. That actually might be number one. And people are going to say, I just don't have enough money to get started in Premiere. Okay, so there are a few options for that. One, they can save up, and they can save up enough cash to be able to pay for Premiere and get started. You also want to make sure that you're using the word investment whenever you're talking to potential new jewelers, and you're not talking about pouring money in, but you're talking about putting an investment into a business. And so when you can change their perspective and get them to kind of that paradigm shift to look at the investment part of it, then that really changes their idea about getting started too. So they can bring cash to the table. The majority of new jewelers will not be able to do that. So you can have them apply for the Premiere card, and you always want to have them do that. Show them at the end of your OP where they can do that on the Premiere website, and point them to that. They'll need your jeweler number and they'll need your last name, and so make sure they have all of that information when they're leaving the OP, so they can just get home and do that as soon as they get home. I will tell you, the majority of women will not get approved for the Premiere card, and so you cannot let someone leave an OP and think that they're just going to go home and apply for the Premiere card without a plan C or a plan D. Okay, so you have to really help them figure out what those plans are. So if they're not approved for the Premiere card, I actually treat everyone like they would not be getting approved. So I'll say, you certainly can go home and apply for this Premiere card, and if you don't get approved, what is your next plan? They maybe need to sell something. They can have a garage sale. They can again, save up money. They can have maybe a mom or a dad or someone that really likes them, like a really awesome aunt. Give them some money to get started. And so you just need to talk through those options and let them talk about what their finances look like, and then you can help them devise a plan. So A, B, C, D. You need to have several plans whenever they're leaving the OP. Okay. Also, show her how the quick start, achieving quick start 6, 9, and 12 will also help her pay back her investment very quickly. Okay, this is another objection that I hear often, and that is, I'm not a salesperson. Women are really intimidated about selling jewelry, really selling anything, but again, your job is to help her overcome that objection. So how do you do that with someone who says, I'm not a salesperson? Something that I love, if they've never been to a party, invite them to come to a jewelry party with you. They can just come for a couple of hours and watch you do a party and see how women love that environment, and they're going to buy jewelry somewhere. So if it's not from you, it's going to be from Target or Kohl's or Charming Charlie's or somewhere else, but women are going to buy jewelry and accessories, and they might as well be from you. And so just give her confidence that she can do this, and it doesn't take a sanguine personality to sell jewelry, although it's easier for us. Okay, the other objection that I hear often from women is, I don't know anyone. And so you may have someone that has just moved to an area, or maybe they've lived here for a long time and they still feel like they don't know anyone. And so this is really fun for me. I love going through their phone with them or looking through their Facebook page with them so that they can see that they actually do know people. And that they can't make those decisions for their friends. Oh, I don't think my friends are going to buy anything. Well, you're going to get them out of their circle of friends after they get their quick start anyway, so that doesn't really matter. So help them figure out who they know. So go through their contacts and go through their phone and their Facebook and their email, and help them go through their coworkers or their neighbors or their family who may be within driving distance that can help them get started in their business. So I like to have them make a master RSVP list, a master guest list whenever they're getting started. And their job in their first 60 days of business is to get that jewelry in front of as many people as possible. And so when you help them make that master RSVP, master guest list, then they're going to be able to really see how many people they know and check those people off as they go. Okay, the last thing I will tell you, this is about kind of closing the deal when it comes to overcoming objections. Ultimately, you want to be on her side. You want to encourage her to make this decision for her family, and your job really is just to share information about Premier, to share how Premier has changed your life. So you should know that. You should know your why, and be able to convey that to her, and then help her to make this choice by, having her pray with her husband or her family and thinking about it. And here's what I tell girls at the very end of an OP with me. So I say, okay, so you've heard all the information about Premier. So I'm going to give you 24, 48 hours. So today is Tuesday, so it's Tuesday night. Wednesdays are crazy for me, so I'm going to give you a call on Thursday. What time of the day is best for you? Maybe it's after she gets off work. So I'll say, I'm just going to give you a call maybe around 8 o'clock on Thursday night, and I'm going to ask you a question, and it's going to be, hey, what are you thinking about Premier? So you at that time can give me one of 3 answers. Okay, the first answer is this: I am ready to be a jewelry lady. I want to sign up. I love this. I've thought about it, and I'm ready to get started. Okay, that's her first choice. Her second choice is, I've thought about this, and I have a few more questions. Because maybe she's talked to her husband, or she's just thought about how this could maybe work here in her life or here. And so she may just have a few more questions for you after thinking and leaving the OP with you. And the third answer is this: I've thought about this, or I've prayed about it, and this is just not my season, but I would love to be a really great hostess and customer and referral for you and support you in your business. Okay, so those are her 3 options. So when I call her and I set up that time on my calendar right there when I'm sitting with her at the OP, so that she, 1, is expecting my phone call, and 2, she knows what to say, and she's not going to avoid answering because she's just not ready to get started in Premier. So be an awesome Objection overcomer, and you will be a really great sponsor and just be on her side and walk this journey with her. I will tell you that the majority of women, it takes them several weeks, if not months, to get started in Premiere and really take that dive. So this is a life changer for them because it was for you, and so this will change their life. So make sure that you know how to support them in that when they get started.